In the tech world, a shift is brewing of a scale Apple has not felt since the death of Steve Jobs. Today, the company is facing the most serious challenge of recent decades, and the entire market is essentially asking one question: whether Apple can preserve its status as the most innovative corporation in the world, or whether the era of its dominance will remain in the past. According to outlets such as The Information, Bloomberg, and Financial Times, the topic of losing technological leadership is being raised inside Apple more often, something that seemed impossible just a couple of years ago. Growing competition has turned into real pressure. Samsung, Xiaomi, Huawei, and Oppo have all made such progress over the past 5 years that the gap between devices has almost disappeared. If the iPhone used to be the industry standard, the only point of reference, today many experts note that Apple no longer leads the industry, it moves alongside it. The company still has incredibly strong advantages: its ecosystem, device integration, audience trust, and a brand recognized anywhere on the planet. But the problem lies elsewhere. Innovation is becoming scarce. This is what undermines investor confidence, and analysts at Morgan Stanley, Wedbush, and Bernstein write about this more frequently. Despite the warm reception of the iPhone 17, the number of fans genuinely waiting for revolutions is shrinking. iPhones have stopped delivering the shock we saw in the Jobs era. Annual updates have become predictable. The lineup is refreshed mechanically, and true technological leaps are almost non-existent. This, according to the Wall Street Journal, is the reason for widespread rumors that Tim Cook may be pushed into retirement. Several insiders, including analysts who accurately predicted the launch of Apple Vision Pro, claim that the board of directors is dissatisfied with the company missing the AI wave. The AI race has become the defining competition of the decade, but Apple seems to be standing aside. While Google, Microsoft, Meta, OpenAI, and even Samsung are building their AI platforms, Apple appears to be an observer. The company has presented its strategy only in fragments, and its attempts to integrate AI features into devices have looked less like breakthroughs and more like catch-up moves. Insiders at The Information report that the failure of the Vision Pro campaign became the final point of tension, increasing pressure on leadership. Vision Pro was expected to open a new era, but instead it became Apple's most controversial release in years. Its sales did not collapse entirely, but the impact was nothing like what the company promised. Against this backdrop, Apple, according to supply chain sources, made one of its most unexpected decisions of the past decade, approving the development of a device that may become both the company's greatest risk and its greatest chance. For the first time in many years, Apple is working on a product that is not an update of an existing line, but a completely new category: a graphic or fully transparent iPhone designed to merge the real and digital worlds, creating a new level of interaction between humans and artificial intelligence. Several sources, including display suppliers from Korea and Taiwan, as well as engineers involved in AR and AI projects, confirmed to Nikkei Asia that Apple is developing a device combining elements of transparent displays, holographic visualization, and a next-generation AI assistant. Internally, the device is known under the codename Crystal Project, and leadership already views it as having the potential to become a second 2007 moment, the launch of the first iPhone. According to Bloomberg insiders, the design and engineering teams are guided by a concept in which Apple's future smartphone becomes not just a gadget, but a personal AI assistant capable of understanding the user, anticipating needs, interacting with the environment, recognizing emotions, analyzing surrounding objects, and integrating into daily life more deeply than any device today. Building on technologies developed for Apple Vision and several classified AR interface projects, Apple is trying to create a phone that serves as a window into augmented reality without bulky headsets. The idea is for the device to look like a light, aesthetic block that may be partially or fully transparent and capable of projecting interface elements as if they float in the air using holographic effects. Exact details of the exterior remain classified, and Apple is rigorously filtering leaks. But several sources claim the company is testing prototypes with transparent panels, advanced microdisplays, and a new generation of A-series chips optimized for AI operations. The main intrigue, however, is positioning. If development succeeds, Tim Cook may decide to release the device as a separate line alongside the traditional iPhone. But if the product is truly revolutionary, it could appear as the iPhone 18 or even be shifted closer to a symbolic milestone, the iPhone 20. All of this carries enormous risks. Engineers interviewed by Digitimes and The Information warn that transparent displays, holographic projections, and embedded AI require solving dozens of technological challenges, such as light absorption, matrix protection, energy efficiency, heat management, privacy, and security. Even for Apple, this would be one of the most difficult projects in the company's history. This is why most analysts believe a real release is unlikely before 2028, a date that aligns perfectly with the debut of the anniversary iPhone 20. However, several sources report that Apple may show the first public prototypes as early as 2026 to demonstrate to investors, the market, and fans that the company can still surprise the world. With competitor pressure escalating, this move seems logical. Chinese giants like Xiaomi and Huawei have already unveiled transparent TVs and are experimenting with AR elements. Samsung is investing billions in AI smartphones, and Google is working on a Pixel with a fully cloud-based intelligence core. If Apple remains an observer, the company's leadership will collapse faster than anyone expects. The question now is straightforward. Will Apple create a new revolution or finally surrender its position? We will see the answer in the coming years. But one thing is certain, the transparent or graphic iPhone project has become a matter of survival for Apple. And if the insiders are correct, we are in for the biggest premiere of the decade. Inside the company, there is a growing understanding that it must amaze the world again, change the rules again, become a leader again instead of following others. This is why the leadership is considering a scenario in which test prototypes of the transparent iPhone will be shown to a closed group of journalists and investors as early as 2026, in a special private event similar to what Apple did before announcing the first Apple Watch. It will not be a full release, but it will send a signal to the entire market: we are coming back. Several sources even suggest that the presentation may take place at the new Apple campus, where space has already been allocated for showcasing future AR technologies. There, they may demonstrate how the transparent iPhone interacts with space, how it builds holograms, how the AI analyzes objects around it. This demonstration, if it happens, will become a key moment for the entire industry. And if the bet succeeds, the world will witness the revolution futurists have been predicting for the past 20 years.